The original inhabitants of the FCT have rekindled their call for the federal government to give adequate attention to the agitation for more socio-political inclusion. They made a call at a national dialogue to promote the right of the original inhabitants of the FCT.
For many years, the original inhabitants of the Federal Capital Territory has drawn the attention of the federal government to their plight. At this dialogue to brainstorm on the way forward, some members of the affected communities stated some of the challenges they face.
The FCT people are seriously demoralized. We are empty. We feel we don't belong. You get my point? And when you are in that position, tell me, how do you feel? You don't belong. You feel empty. You feel dismembered. It means you are nobody. So if you are nobody in your own country, then where will you be? Where will you actually be somebody? In your own country, you are empty. Where will you belong? Okay? There is no, in the entire capital city here where you have, there is no FCT indigenous reside here. They are always being pushed to the wall. Each time development catches up with our community, they are removed.
They called on the government to pay more attention to their plight and give them more representation in the federal cabinet.
It's important that when people sit around a table and you have somebody who understands, that's why they say he or she who wears a shoe knows where it pinches. When you have somebody from that geopolitical zone who sits on that table, is able to portray and put forward their issues passionately because it's coming from the person who is experiencing it.
What they're asking for is just their right to be treated like human being, their right to have a state, their right to have a representative at the cabinet, at the executive cabinet of this country. So you can't have people for FCT and nobody speaking for them. You can't have a minister within the FCT that is not from them. And now their mayoral statute that they were asking from the National Assembly was also rejected. So there are issues that we want, the whole country to also understand about the issues of original inhabitants, the issue pertaining to their rights, the issue pertaining to their public service delivery and other areas of their lives.
Today, the original inhabitants are stateless. They are landless. They don't have representative in the federal cabinet. And of course, even their children, they don't have state they can call their own. If they go to school to register, when they feel FCT, they will tell them there is no state like FCT. They either feel Nasarawa or Niger State.
They encourage one another on the need for unity and to speak with one voice. Oyebipe Wealth, AIT News, Abuja.